Sup everyone, this is FSU Starcraft team, and I am your host Infurious, joined by Brian
Hello, Goober Smooches.
and Chase.
Sup, bitches?
Now we are new to the commentating business. We all love playing Starcraft so much, we decided we would get into commentaries about it.
Yep,
Anyway,
it's a business. It's $1 million monopoly.
I know. Anyway, so we are going to bring you some Wings of Liberty 2v2 silver level action. And starting up here for the top team, we have the red Protoss and the blue Zerd versus and on the bottom team, we got the teal Zerd and the purple Protoss. The two Protoss members have pylons going down. And
Purple Toss is bringing up a assimilator or refinery.
Yeah, pretty early gas, and a gateway coming down for red, and a spawning pool down for blue. Now, we all play our respective races. I play Zerd, Brian there plays Terran, and Chase here plays Protoss.
That's where it's at.
Debatable. And what's going on down there? Teal is already expanding at about the 210 mark. That is a very early expansion by almost all standards. And we got another gateway and another pylon coming out for red. And the spawn
Pumping them out like babies.
Yeah. And we have the scouting overlord coming down to see what you can see off of purple. Another gateway for purple, and he has opened up double gas, although he only has 2 workers working 1 assimilator.
Also looks like Teal Overlord is also spying on the red Protoss.
And we have
He's the brown snake playing peekaboo with the Protoss's butthole.
And we have the expansion coming down for blue, which is at a pretty standard time. It was about at the 3-minute mark, so that's pretty standard. And that looks like a spawning pool going down for teal. Still no gas yet coming out of teal. Red has pumped out its first zealot, and he is almost done with the second one, and he has the cybernetics core go down and finish.
We got 2 zealots already made by red Protoss.
And the Twilight Council goes down for red, and the 2 gases have opened up, but there are no workers on them for the blue, and nobody working at the secondary base of blue. We have 4 workers coming down, and for the natural of teal, 19 workers over at teal's main, as compared to 6 at the main of blue. And the Roach Warren has popped for blue. Now, Chase, what sort of builds are these Protoss here going? Because it looks like the Zerd are trying to play drone up as much as possible, but
Red could be going for a rush with Zealots, possibly. I don't know what the fuck Purple's doing. I think he's building as he goes, really. I don't see a certain build.
purple has
Looks
one
like mass
stalker up.
stalkers, really.
Purple has.
Yeah, he's getting blank.
And we got teal setting up a pretty good homeland defense, as there's going to be 4 spine crawlers here in a little bit. There is 2 for now, with 2 more in production. And it looks like there's a scouting overlord alpha teal going back over. Only 3 workers at blue's natural, and 16 at the main. Definitely behind a little bit. If we look at units, red Protoss is ahead of purple, and teal is definitely ahead of blue in terms of drones. Teal is sitting on 45 drones. That's a That's a decent bit.
It's a hell of a lot of drones.
Yeah. We have charge and 2 more zealots coming out for red, and 6 roaches on production for blue. And the very first weapons upgrade. Now, Chase, how beneficial is charge for zealots? How much does that make them better?
Much needed if you plan to use them. If you don't get charge, you can might as well throw away zealots. They're not any good without charge.
Now, is it better to micro cast it, or is it good to have it on auto cast?
Probably auto.
Good. 6 workers.
There's really no microing with it. It's to stop you from getting microed like Terran's kiting you with Marines and Marauders. So
We still only have 6 drones now working for the natural of blue, and only 15 working for blue. And teal is very much ahead. He has another hatchery. He has a hatchery. He has metabolic boost, which helps so much with Zerglings. And he has 2 Evo chambers going down. And we have a little battle over here. It looks like red.
That is already over.
Yeah. We missed the battle. But by the looks of it, red got annihilated, judging as he only has 4 zealots left. And there is another spine crawler that is going to go down, and he has almost already replenished those lanes that were lost, and probably gained a few more. Blue is sending down his roaches, and it looks like there could be a skirmish between the roaches and the lanes. Oh, that's bad. That's a bad choice right there. The roaches are completely bypassing the lanes, and the lanes are just open. The lanes are on the move. They seem like they're going to be moving to the natural. And that natural is going to go down. Yep, that is definitely going down. The zealots aren't going to stand too much of a chance between that many lanes. Unless he might have a chance with the hydras of blue help out. And blue sending back his roaches. Purple gained a little bit of stalkers and has expanded. And teal has taken gold. And those roaches gonna be here, but they're late to the party. Just as Guy Little Reconstitution is finishing, and we have a hive coming out of teal, while blue is still sitting on the layer. And the Zerglings are moving in for another attack. Those zealots are gonna be there to meet them. You see that charge go off, and blue is sending his roaches. That gold for teal is gonna finish, and he is automatically sending 7 workers there. And we see blue here attempting to get that expansion again. Let's see if we can hold on to it.
These guys are really dominating map control. The teal Zerg's got half the map on his hands right now, sitting on it.
Yeah, that creep spread is going pretty well.
Yeah, it is.
Certainly getting there.
Yep.
If you're gonna get really later into the game, a Zerg having that much creep control is very critical, as it allows you to almost define your own rules of engagements. Don't engage unless you're on creep. And teal is going to be dominating gold, just about. Got 2 drones sitting idle. There they go. And blue's main is almost out of minerals. And those rots are going to be attacked by the Zerglings, and that can be both beneficial and also a little bit of a disadvantage, as they do sometimes delay the enemy if they are trying to get into the back door, but it can be beneficial as it provides easier defense for you and your troops, especially if you plan on taking that gold. That's right there.
Looks like the Protoss, the purple toss, is trying to claim that gold.
And these Zerglings are moved into a position, and they're moving right now. They're going to try to take out that natural again. Can they do it this time, or will the army be there to stop? Oh, and the army, Blue's army, is allowing the lanes to get into the main. And then Red is coming to clean up the Zerglings, but that natural will go down. And the Zerglings are going to be having their way with Red's mineral line. Red has cleaned up the Zerglings. He's moving to clean up the Zerglings that made it into Blue's main. And Blue has finished cleaning up the Red's mineral line. So, is this a pretty standard build by both Protosses here, Chase?
Yeah, I mean, Protoss, the purple, he's kind of throwing his stuff around. He's got no arrangement to it, but it's pretty standard. He's got 6 gates.
Yeah.
It's not, well, he does have 3
And
nexuses, so
we are into a skirmish here as Red.
yeah, that's why Zealots are so good, because charge, they got right up on the Stalkers, and they pretty much used them as meat shields.
Yeah.
The only thing Stalkers could do is just sit there and shit their pants as they got butt fucked by the other Stalkers.
Those Infestors are coming in, and we got 4 more Stalkers coming in that just got annihilated from behind, and those Infestors popping those infested Terran. Those are not going to be enough, especially with Blue's army here, to kill that. But those GG Lords those Brood Lords might be able to clean this up, especially when those 2 get done morphing. And if he's able to neural parasite correctly, then, well, yeah. We see more infested Terrans go down, and Red and Blue's army is going to get annihilated. That the units here, standing halfway across the screen, 69 drones Teal has working for him.
69. I like that number. Don't you, Chase?
Oh, yeah.
And we see more Brood Lords popping out. And it looks like there are 2 starports that Red is popping down. So it looks like Red is playing pretty reactively.
It's pretty much over. These Brood Lords and Infestors going to be tough to take down. Well, I mean, he doesn't have any upgrades. That's going to be his downfall. He does not have any upgrades if he does lose. But they're looking pretty good right now, especially with his wings, his meat shields, and he's going to take another gold. So
we have 8 Brood Lords. That's staying dangerously high. And we have level 3 ground upgrades go down for Teal, along with the first armor upgrade of Air. And those Zerglings may or may not be on the move. Purple has started mining the gold, and the Zerglings are on the move.
Looks like the Teal, the Teal has already gotten himself another gold.
yes,
So he'll be mining 2 golds at once, which is massive mineral income, plus his natural and his main and his other
And
expansion.
it is absolutely important that Blue holds on to the natural, as his main is almost out. He has given up on trying to 2-base it, and he will just ultimately probably just send the remaining drones once that little mineral field goes down into the natural. But it is important at this point that either Blue does do a massive expand to try to make up for lost time, although that'll be very tough, especially with the number of Zerglings for map control, or he holds on to this natural. And sending in waves of Zerglings like that is not the best way to do your business.
Looks like Zerg is already trying to claim himself another spot with these Zerglings. He is just completely map dominating at this moment.
Yeah. We got some long-range mining drones there. That
Yeah, he does.
are going to end up going to the base at the secondary gold. And he has almost completed his first gold. And I don't know if he knows the Void Razor there, but Teal has definitely protected his first gold, even though it is almost done. Although any minerals are minerals. We'll just say that.
See, the purple also has another gold. He's taking 2 golds, and he's protecting the one in the middle, especially. Bunch of cannons.
Got a little Berlin Wall set up.
Mm-hmm.
Dangerous amount of broodlords there. Looking at 8
Yeah,
still.
I see what Till's doing with these lings. He's just scouting pretty much every minute just to see what Blue's army is like, making sure nothing gets too out of control, I guess. Making sure Blue's not going all Hydra, I guess, because that might be
That'll be
Bad
a
news
problem.
bears.
bad news for him, I guess. Well, he's got these stalkers and lings. I was thinking it would be bad news, but at this point, I don't think anything can save red and blue.
No. And there are 13 corruptor now, 13 broodlords now, and he has 2 more in production along with that. No, I'm sorry, that's 5 more in production with that. Along with the corruptors, that's a pretty formidable army. However, they are sitting only at 1 armor. It is surprising that he is not chosen to get more, to get a weapon upgrade, but he is going instead for the secondary armor upgrade, which is almost finished. And neural parasite is being researched for his infestors. Very gas intensive build that we just saw the Zerg go.
Mm-hmm.
That's something you really had to plan for from the beginning. And are those, looks like Red's probes there can be picked off by that one hero Zerdling.
Look at him go.
And the void
And denied.
annihilated.
Is.
Yes, he did get very much squashed.
Yeah, by the boot of void rays.
We got Thermal Lance coming out of the Protoss. Looks like he's going to be going for the Colossus to even benefit this army. And that is, he's got 10. Teal really wants to hold on to gold. He's got 10 spine crawlers or spore crawlers going down. That is center gold.
Well, I can see where he's getting the money to fund these things. I mean, it's depleted of gold already, pretty much. And his main, his expansion is pretty much out. I mean, if you look at it, there's a couple scraps left, but see what he's sitting on, in fact. Teal he's surprisingly only sitting on 1,000 mineral. Well, he did just pop up a bunch of spine and spore crawlers.
Teal overall has been able to keep his minerals really low, like his mineral level really low. It's important not to necessarily get your mineral levels up high, especially as Zerg, because you can just reproduce your army too quickly. And those 2 zealots, I'm sorry, not zealots, those 2 colossi are out on the field, and they are going to help those stalkers destroy those rots. Although the Colossus, if red and blue somehow pull a miracle out of their ass, the other team's downfall will be that they have almost no upgrades.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. None of them are upgrading, which is a bad decision. But, I mean, Purple's got no upgrades whatsoever.
And
Teal has got armor upgrades, but that's about it.
And the Broodlord's on the move. Blue, although he's tried to balance it, has definitely gone more heavier roach, and that'll be his downfall. The Broodlords are attacking from a distance, and with that neural parasite, that's going to help. Those Broodlords are and those added stalkers in there. Blue's army is about to get annihilated. Those Colossus.
Yeah, it's over.
GG.